Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. Oh, let me get down. I feel like it's been an entire year since I've done this type of video, and I am in the same space where I was before. So, it's early morning, and I just got a delivery from Amazon. And as you probably can tell from the title of this video, I am getting rid of my Pro-ject T1, and I am changing over to, yes, a Crosley. I'm sure some audiophiles out there are like screeching at the top of their lungs. What the hell is he doing? He's not serious about records. But I've had it with the Pro-ject T1. You can probably see from my video a year or two ago when I first got the T1 as my primary turntable. I was excited about it. Really looking forward to it. I heard so many good things about it. But, you know, you hear good reviews about things, but you don't really take into consideration the people that may have gotten that item for free. Yes, it's a great turntable, especially if you're an audiophile, and especially if you have a lot of money. And I'll get to the reason I say that. But I just feel like there's an elitism in like turntablists and like audiophile worlds. There's such an elitist arena, and especially when it comes to how much money you have. People talk shit about Crosley turntables. I've never had one myself. This will be my first one ever. I've always avoided it because of the name, because everyone says that Crosley is awful. Not taking into consideration that the Crosley that is awful are those suitcase record players, which is perfect for like, say, an early teenager, someone young. You know, it's like probably $70 to $125 from someplace like Urban Outfitters. You know what I mean? Those type of turntables, well, they're not turntables, they're technically just record players. They're not the best. They're kind of crap, you know? And if you're not serious about, like, if you're not a record collector and you just have, like, say, 10 records sitting to the side of you, like, you know, you mostly buy Taylor Swift records or something, there is that arena, there's that audience. You know, a suitcase player may be for you, but if you are a record collector, they're definitely not for everyone. And I feel like Crosley got a really bad name because of those. Those record players have been around since like the early 70s or 60s. Like, I think even my mom had one, and they were totally fine for them. But now we are in a totally different world where people are like, those are so bad. And I'm like, they are bad, you know? But if you actually think about the history of turntables, there was a whole time where like steel needles were used. So you just have to really take into consideration that not everything is bad. Not everything is bad. Not every Crosley is going to be bad. So I took a chance with purchasing this one because I was so tired of the T1. And one of the reasons I say the T1 is great if you have a lot of money is because the needle on the T1 is an orthophone needle cartridge or whatnot. And it's known for picking up, you know, the beautiful sounds of the music, etc., etc. But if you are buying a record from, like, say, a $5 bin or a $10 bin in this economy now, it's gonna pick up on every little defect as well. Like, I have played some really great records on this turntable that sound amazing, and then I've also played some records on here that are from like a $5 bin, and it sounds like trash. Well, if I take it into my bedroom's like record player, which has an Audio-Technica needle, it doesn't pick up on all those like awful details, which you have to realize that when you're buying a used record, you don't know what type of turntable that person used. They could have been a DJ. It could have been like very, you know, the grooves are damaged. And something like the orthophone, I feel like really picks up on like every bad detail. Another reason I am so tired of the T1 is because of the auto stop. Every turntable and record player I've had prior to this turntable has had an auto stop. And when I say auto stop, I don't even mean that the arm of the record let's just say arm, the needle arm doesn't, I don't mean that it doesn't go back to its like resting point. I mean that with this turntable, it does not shut off. So say you're like cooking and you're playing a record and it's feeling great, and then you go over to like eat your dinner or whatnot, this record player would just keep spinning, and it's quietly spinning. And then say you had a little wine and then you like just go to bed or whatever, you go into your bedroom and this record is spinning. And I came out the next morning, because this happened to me. I came out the next morning and I was like, oh my God, I left this record player on all night. Now, most record players, at least in my experience, and even in read experience, you know, like as in like reading the descriptions, they have an auto stop. It means like, you know, once there is like no activity on that record player for like, say, 30 minutes, it'll shut itself off. It'll just like shut itself off. It has like an auto off function, I guess I should say. But this one does not. And it was making me so mad because I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm putting so much mileage on this cartridge. Thinking to myself, I don't know if this is actually happening, you know, that so much mileage is being put on the cartridge, if it's just playing in a dead zone. But I'm assuming so, because that needle is still in a groove technically. So that was making me mad. And then also electricity, because I'm just like, I'm trying to save on electricity. So it was just like these type of issues that just seems like they would be customary on most record players, at least in my experience. And considering the price point of this turntable, I was just like, this is silly. I love the design of it. It's beautiful. I love how sleek it is, how modern it is. But it's time for it to go. I'm sick of it. I feel like it's a lot of hype for this turntable, especially for the price point. And I'm so tired of these audio files being like, it's a great beginner turntable. What beginner? Like, if you see a beginner turntable owner, I'm thinking like early 20s or even late teens. And I was like, who has $400? Like, yes, there's people that has $400. Maybe daddy's money. I don't know. Not my business. But I'm just like, stop calling these expensive turntables beginner turntables. Anyways, that's going to be the end of my rant about the T1. And you'll see where it's going. It may go into the trash. I may just get rid of it. I might just sell it on eBay. You'll see at the end. But I think that's all about the T1 that I really hate. Oh, and this is something that I had an issue with in my previous video, like a year or two ago. Because I've had this turntable now for like a year or two. I forget. But adjusting the tracking force, I feel like that the counterweight does not want to move. It's so bizarre. And I've read that you have to use a key for it or something. I'm just like, what? Most counterweights you don't have to use a key for. You just twist it. So I'm just done. Also, the needle, I can go on. The needle, when I do press off, which the off button is on the side of the turntable, which is something also I don't like. When I try to turn it off, sometimes, even without me putting much movement onto the turntable, and it's in that dead zone, it will legit scratch off. Ooh, it's so annoying. It will scratch off onto the label of the record, and it makes me so mad. So, yeah. So anyways, I found this. I was randomly on Amazon, and I found this Crosley, what is it? It's a Crosley C72. I had not seen many reviews or anything about this turntable. I think there was like 7 reviews actually on Amazon about this turntable. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I gotta take a chance on this turntable. I like the design of it. The design is beautiful. It's very mid-century modern design. It very much fits my home aesthetic, which I feel like is really good for when you are purchasing a turntable. If you do have like, if you're really into like home design and decor, I feel like one that matches your decor is really important. Because you have to look at that thing every day. So it's just like, you know, like I can have like a Technics or, you know, well, it'll be a Technics knockoff, because those are expensive. The 1200s are so expensive. but it really doesn't match my home aesthetic. It makes no sense. Like, it maybe would make sense in my bedroom, but in here, no. In my living room, absolutely not. But yeah, I saw some reviews about it, and they were not paid reviews. You have to make sure on Amazon when you're looking at the reviews that it's not just this person incentivized review. That means that they got the turntable for free, and most likely they're trying to be nice about it, which is how I feel about the T1. I feel like most of the reviews that I saw, especially on YouTube, like, were from either audiophiles who probably aren't even buying $5 bin records, and if they are, they probably have like an expensive record cleaner, or it was someone that was sent the turntable for their review. And anyone sent something for free, for most people, I feel like most people would try to be nice about it so that it can stay in good company with whoever sent it to them for free. You know what I mean? It's like an automatic function in most people's brain. I feel it's like, oh man, I got this for free, you know, maybe they'll send me the next one for free if I'm nice about this one. But no, you should just be honest. So I'm being honest. So I got this one. I believe it was like $300 or something, but I luckily found one discounted. And I believe the only flaw with it, because I'm all about a discount, like I got the T1, very good discounted, fresh, new box. It was just happened to be on sale from an authorized dealer for a limited time, and I got it. It's such a great price. But yeah, it was brand new, everything. So, and this one, I believe it said that it was brand, because sometimes Amazon has some items on there that might have like a little flaw. It said that it had a little scratch. It only said a little scratch. So I have not unboxed this yet. So you're gonna be unboxing it with me because I am so curious. Because when I received this at my door, it was in a huge Amazon box. And I had to move it into my apartment. And shout out to that UPS driver. I love you. You deserve some Christmas cookies around the season because, yeah. Because this was in a huge Amazon box with no cushioning. So it was just jostling around. And I'm just like, I'm sure it was jostling around in the truck and airline, whatever. So let's just go ahead and open it. I am kind of afraid. Let's see. Ooh. See? That's what I was afraid of. I see something already. So I feel like when Amazon repackaged this, wow. When Amazon repackaged this, they literally did not package it right. I am shocked. Let me see if I can get the camera into this box. This is insane. So as you can see, the dust cover doesn't even have plastic over it. And it legit, the record player is legit just thrown in here. Oh my God. So that is crazy, number one. And I knew it sounded crazy, like when I was moving it into my living room and apartment, but I'm just like, wow, there was no tape on it to secure it. It's literally like, you can see, like, it's literally just like in there. Come on, Amazon. I mean, to be honest, I kind of feel like I shouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, that's a shocker. And I will be taking photos to send to Amazon because that's insane. Just go ahead and take it. This is nuts. I mean, I can try if I really wanted to clean this. That makes me so disappointed. As most people that have record players know, that part, wow, they even just stuck oh my God, they stuck the heavy platter in here. Look at this. That is nuts. Whoever packaged this did a fucking awful job. That is from, wow. The needle, the like spindle is completely broke. Not completely broke, it's like bent. Like, you know, we live in such a society where people can be just so, and I hate to say it, dumb. I'm just like, you clearly could have packaged this better. I don't even know if I can fix that. Is the needle, wow, the needle protector is not even on this. The needle protector, which everyone knows that most times on a turntable, you would have like a plastic needle cover to protect it during shipping. I don't know, it looks like it's not gonna focus, but see how that is the spindle, and it's completely bent. This is unbelievable. The gold finish is ruined. I'm shocked. You know what? I'll be right back. Hey YouTube, I am back. That was one of the craziest Amazon experiences I've ever had. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't understand. And what I do understand is that someone that works at the warehouse at Amazon completely packed this turntable without any packaging or cushioning, which is absolutely absurd. As you could see in the video previously, well, not the video previously, but previously, the record player is completely damaged. I have it here. You can see the cover. This is actually, I will say, a solid turntable. This thing is heavy, it's good. I feel like it's really good quality. Unfortunately, I won't have the opportunity to experience the full quality of it because the spindle is completely broke. I tried everything in my power to bend that spindle back. It is completely doomed. So yeah. Also, the lever for holding the arm in place broke, as you can see, which under the circumstances, that would have broke on any turntable because the heavy like AC adapter or whatever it's called, the adapter for plugging it into the wall, and the very heavy platter, which I can't even pick up right. It's so heavy. Okay. This very heavy platter, which I'm like, I think this platter is heavier than like any turntable I own. It is heavy. This is it has to be steel platter. Wow, it's actually really heavy. So I think this is what actually broke a lot of the things in here because they actually did not separate the platter from the turntable, as anyone would know, because you're supposed to separate, like, especially when you're shipping. Even if I was just moving to a different apartment or something, I would separate this heavy platter from the turntable and wrap the turntable in bubble wrap and this in bubble wrap, and just like, you don't ship it. This literally was knocking around all throughout the box and damaged this turntable in so many ways. I'm actually shocked that the lid, the dust cover, is still in, like, it's not cracked. It's scuffed to hell, but it's not cracked. And everyone knows how easy dust cover can crack. Like, I think that's why people try to sell them in good condition for like $200, which is like the price of a record player on eBay. So it's like, I feel like it's a really sturdy, good turntable, despite what people say about Crosley. I think they really came through with this turntable, but unfortunately Amazon didn't. I spent the entire weekend trying to get this sorted with Amazon, and they would not budge because this is an Amazon warehouse or like pre-owned or something, which is not pre-owned. It's one of those situations, of course, if you shop on Amazon, you'll know this. Like, it's one of those situations where someone returned the turntable back to the warehouse, and then the warehouse inspects it. They list it for a discounted price. Like, this one was listed for like one small scratch, and I literally received it in collision, like completely totaled, because the person who repacked it at the warehouse did not repack it how they should have repacked it. And I spoke to people on Amazon, well, at Amazon, And no one would budge. They were like, well, you can mail it back and get a refund. I was like, well, me lugging this 23 pounds, because keep in mind it came with bookshelf speakers, which I'm keeping because those are in good shape. But keep in mind this whole package is like 23 pounds. The turntable and platter alone are heavy as hell, but then you also have those 2 bookshelf speakers, which are actually really good quality speakers. I was surprised. I think they're like 80-watt speakers. But anyways, and I'm just like, I'm not lugging that down a 3-floor walk, third floor walk up, whatever you call it. It's crazy. This is trash. This literally should go in the trash. There is no saving this turntable because the components on it are broken and damaged. So anyways, luckily, like even I had to wait until Monday because they were like, well, let us get in touch with a Crosley representative to see if the warranty. And I'm like, but it's not even Crosley's fault, but sure. And they called me back and they got a Crosley representative on the phone. And I was telling the representative all that was damaged about this turntable. And they were like, oh, yeah. There was like no like parts that we can like ship you for that. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, I understand that. It's like not even y'all's fault. Like I was so nice. I'm nice to like all the customer service representatives that I speak to for the simple fact that I know what you're dealing with. And this was not Crosley's fault. This was completely Amazon's fault. And Amazon did not want to take responsibility. But luckily I spoke to one on Monday. I called again. Spoke to 2 more people, and then the final person actually said that they unfortunately cannot mail me a replacement because, which they all were saying, that's all I wanted. I just wanted a replacement for this turntable because I really do like the turntable. It's a beautiful turntable, and it seemed quite sturdy and amazing. And there was barely any reviews or videos about this turntable, but it's actually a really beautiful turntable. And not just beautiful, I just know that it will play, like even the arm, I'm not sure if it's plastic or if it's actual like fiberglass, but it's just, you can tell like Crosley tried to make a quality turntable setup with this set, and I just wanted turntable. I wanted it. And they said that they can't reship it or replace it because there isn't another warehouse, Amazon warehouse item. And I'm like, well, you should just take it the courtesy. I'm sure Amazon, as big as it is, has insurance for damages that are due to Amazon. Like I even phrased it, I was just like, it's like if I went to a car lot, purchased a used car and only had a nick on it, so I got a discount on it, and then you know, you all like the car dealership was like, come back tomorrow, we'll fill up with gas, give it a little tune up, and you know, make sure everything's ready for you. And I come back the next day and the person who's responsible for doing that completely totaled the car. Give me another damn car off that lot. Like y'all clearly have the new turntables, which is only like, I think it was $60, $70 discount that I received on this one, which is a great discount in order to keep, you know, customer loyalty and everything. It seems like they would just like, you know, do it, but they decided not to. So, but luckily the last person that I spoke to, the last product support person, refunded me for the turntable and said that I can do this turntable whatever I please. Which I'm like, there's nothing that could be done. I am gonna save the platter. And also it comes with a nice counterweight dial. I'm gonna save that, and also the little turntable belt. I feel like those are the only things that are salvageable on this record player, unfortunately. So yeah, that was my experience. I am receiving another turntable by a different company. I already ordered a replacement because this, unfortunately, as beautiful as it is, the Pro-ject T1 does not do it for me. Like I said previously, it skates across the label sometimes. The counterweight is finicky to play, like, you know, get used to. I have it weighed at the correct weight, but it's just a no for me. The fact that also you can't play 45s without lifting up the platter and switching the belt to a different, I'm like, what? On most turntables, you just press a button or flick a switch. So just like, we're in 2024. Come on now. Like, I'm just going to Well, we'll see what we do with this one. We'll see what we do with the T1, but currently that is still plugged in. Those bookshelf speakers look beautiful on my credenza, so I will follow up this video once I receive the turntable that I am receiving, that I ordered in the place of this one. And yeah, I guess that's the end of the story. But yeah, if you're in the market for this Crosley, I suggest it. Looking, like, I worked with turntables, well, dealt with turntables, used turntables for like many years now, and this turntable is really like, it feels like really good quality, y'all. I'm not kidding. And I avoided Crosleys for like ever. And of course, like any briefcase record player that you see, I would say avoid. But this Crosley turntable feels like a solid turntable. Like the weight alone of this platter and those speakers, which are 80 watts total, so I think they're like 40 watts per speaker maybe, and they sound good. So I cannot suggest this turntable more. If you have the money to buy a purchase a new one, or shop from someone who will pack it securely, not Amazon. Maybe you can order a new one from Amazon, but definitely don't order a pre-owned one or anything from Amazon. But yeah, I definitely suggest this Crosley. And didn't work out for me, but it might work out for you. So I will catch you guys in the next video. And hopefully in the next video, I'll have the replacement for the T1 plugged in, and you can and I will let you know what's the future of this T1 by Pro-ject, because for now, for casual everyday listening, she's not the one for me. I need something better. I need something that gives me security and that makes me happy to go up to the turntable, play, and not scared that I'm gonna have it running for 24 hours. And just ruining a needle. So yeah, so catch you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one and this crazy experience that I just had with Amazon. Let me know down in the comments if you do own this Crosley, or if you do own this Pro-ject T1, not the T2 because that's an upgrade. And just let me know what you feel down in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. Love to get some conversations going. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.